Hello and welcome to my first election coverage live from the brand new Spartan Newsroom. I'm Aundreana Jones-Poole. We're live all day today with our first ever Election Day coverage coming to you from Michigan State's campus. Our guest this afternoon is Tanae Howard, who is a former Spartan and a current reporter and anchor for Fox 59 in Indianapolis. Thanks for joining us today. What has it
Hi.
been like for you covering the Clinton campaign in New York City?
It has been an absolute madhouse. But what I will say is that the Clinton and Kane campaign has been running very smoothly as far as with the media preparation. So that makes the headache lessen quite a bit when the campaign is running smoothly and when they cater to the media and have teams that understand our needs. I work for a Fox affiliate station, so therefore we are under the Fox umbrella for this assignment. And Fox has set up accommodations for us in a special room with high-speed Wi-Fi, so internet has not been an issue for us. And we also have, food because we're going to be here until the wee hours of the morning, so that is always a plus. The big thing on election night in newsrooms is eating pizza, and so we always know we need food. So there's so many different angles to cover when you are doing it at this level and this magnitude. And so I will say things have been smooth, but the results have not started to come in, so I could have a different response a little bit later tonight.
All right. So how are the Clinton supporters feeling right now? I know that you said the results haven't actually started coming in yet, but like, are they anxious? Are they excited? How are they feeling about her position in the election right
Well,
now?
the city itself is very vibrant right now, and it's a very unique situation because you have the Trump and Clinton campaign who are both hosting their election night parties in New York City, just about 2 miles apart. So there's a lot of security, there's a lot of talk about the election. When you get into a cab or an Uber car, everyone has on talk radio listening, to the news stations on the radio talk about the election. So I just think it's an electric feeling in New York City overall, and even heightened because the two candidates are from here. This is their home state. And so, as far as the latest polls, they have Clinton up by about 4 points over Trump. So, I think people are very excited, but still holding their breath a little bit because you don't know what's going to happen when people actually go to the polls.
Okay. So like, what kind of people have you been speaking with today? Have there been any interesting characters who you've come in contact with that just had anything interesting to say about the election right now?
The phone broke up a little bit, but I think you asked what type of interviews have I done today?
Yes.
So there were actually no interviews for us today just because it is a sun up to sundown process as it relates to getting inside of the building, going through Secret Service. Our bags were torn apart, for Secret Service to look at the camera equipment. There was an 8-hour security sweep. And so when you do things like that, what's happening on our end is that we're relying on our station back in Indianapolis to find us interviews from a national pool feed. A national feed is supplying us with the interviews that we're going to use for our live VOSOTs that I'm going to do later. There are no packages today. It's going to be live VOSOTs because you can't etch something in stone via a package because all of the information is ever changing. So I will be straight live all day. And so those interviews will come back from Indianapolis and they'll tell me the interviews that I'm going to be tossing to in my live VOSOT, given the fact that this is a changing situation. And when you cover something at this level, you're really at the mercy of the campaign. So we do what they say, we go where they say to go so that everything runs smoothly.
All right. And so, what advice would you give to some current Spartans who would like to be where you are one day?
Persistence and be okay with doing the work. You're not going to be in New York City on election night right out the gate. Be okay with going to those small cities that you possibly never heard of. Make your mistakes there and work hard. And if you ever have an internship, get a mentor. You soak in that information. You keep doing things like this even after your career, talking to other journalists who have been where you are and who have gotten to a place where you desire to be. You never stop learning, you never stop growing, and you never reach a point to where you know it all. And the moment, if you ever feel like you do, that's when you reflect on where you came from. And I think that's very important. A lot of journalists and a lot of millennials, as you all are referred to these days, really want the instant gratification because we get things in an instantaneous way nowadays. And that's not going to happen. Stay the course, work hard, and just be great at what you are. Always evolve your writing, always work to evolve your delivery, And I think that will, really help you to stay rooted on the path that you're meant to be on.
Okay, well, thanks again for talking with us today, Tanae. You're watching live My First Election coverage from the Spartan Newsroom on Michigan State's campus. Stay tuned all day for election coverage and interviews with Spartan alumni and live newscasts at both 6 and 8 tonight.